boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and producer. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour touching every show.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hurts.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr caught on the right side by Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out, and they avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
4 yards remain for second down. Here's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Saints 7, Falcons 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
79 Broncos. Back in 60.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19, Pioneer.
Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Ready.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 13 yards out. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter, you get points on Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 31, Carr. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Those were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
But first down, Hurts dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go play action with Hurts. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Carr.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Carr. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions. The kick by Gold is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead. And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch. And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far.
This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second down and goal. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played all.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will do it first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run it again with Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
19 right.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, no.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The receiver factor at Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last year they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub-4.4 speed and the history of turning deep routes into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the first down.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. As they run the counter play. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Hurts. And to the right side here, it's Allen. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Olave holds it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. Carr to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marvin Jones, 58 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 31, Falcons 17. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that caught.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, come on. Cut 19. Cut 19. Capkiller95.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And complete to Drake London.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Buffalo 18! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Trap 50! Trap 50!
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Mustang 19.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
79 Broncos. Back in 60.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. In motion, Patterson.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll be hit
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
18, pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And Allen's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cup 19, Cup 19.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Check that, Street. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
70 Rangers.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Saints, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or he did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the place. Remember me.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature.